I've gotten 2 purses, and every time that I go on a date, like they'll give me like, I got $500, I've gotten $1,000.
Michelle Garza is a 23-year-old college student. She's working her way through school, not as a waitress or at a part-time job. Instead, she's a sugar baby.
I'm single, I'm young. What's the worst that can happen being off a site like this?
SeekingArrangement.com is the world's largest sugar daddy dating site.
I've gone on 7 different dates with 7 different men.
We spoke to Garza as she was getting ready for a private event put on to connect ambitious young women to potential benefactors.
My ideal arrangement would be somebody who is looking to meet up like once or twice a week, where they can support me or help me financially, being that I'm like in school and stuff.
So are you willing to be intimate with any of these men?
If it led up to that, yes.
Sex is aspired to, of course, but not every arrangement has sex in it, actually. Surprisingly, I've talked to a lot of sugar babies who never have sex with their sugar daddy.
But others admit sex is part of their arrangements.
In the relationships that I have with my daddies, it's give and take. We have fun together and we both benefit from that.
Dee has been a sugar baby for 2 years.
I was sick of the dudes my age that had nothing to offer me. It was like they're either cheating with girls that aren't as pretty as this, or they're asking me for gas money.
She says her first sugar daddy paid for tuition and expenses, and the arrangement was great until...
After a few months, his wife found out, and it got kind of messy.
According to the site's founder,
roughly 40% of the men on the website are married.
Being married is not against the rules, but soliciting sex for money will get you kicked off the site.
Just because sex and money is involved doesn't make it prostitution. So in our case, yes, money's involved, the guy's generous, and sex is involved because people fall in love and they want to have sex. But that's a loving relationship. That's a romantic relationship. That's not prostitution.
For sugar baby Ashley, money is always part of the arrangement. She currently has 3 sugar daddies.
One guy I see like once every 8 weeks, and I get $1,000 from him.
What does she give in exchange?
It's not just like straight to the bedroom, like right after dinner. Sometimes we go shopping, we go see a movie, like we really talk and get to know each other.
George, who wanted to hide his identity, is new to SeekingArrangement.com.
It's helpful for some people because relationships aren't the easiest thing to have for like a marriage for long term sometimes. So starting off with arrangement is a good way for some people.
But experts warn being a baby could have backlash.
These women are engaging not only in a process by which they're being objectified, but also becoming prostitutes by being paid to have sex with these men, which could certainly be quite damaging to them because of the stigma associated with being a prostitute in the United States.
We're their parents back. We do the best we can, but at the end of the day, what happens to them, how they turn out, that's bigger than us.
No, it's a story about people and a family and very relative human feelings that we all experience is what's getting the spotlight.
The big 3?
Big 3!
The first family of NBC has returned to the silver screen, and with an average of 15.3 million viewers per episode, there is no denying the magic of This Is Us.
Targeting a certain genre, it's not targeting a certain walk of life. This is for everyone, because the show is about everyone.
I'm gonna absolutely suck. The critics are gonna crucify me.
What are you gonna do?
I was kind of hoping you'd tell me.
Well, because you care what I think.
Because I care what everyone thinks, man.
It's so well written that, I mean, I think you probably have things in common with every single character. I don't even know you, and I'm guessing you probably can relate to every single character on that show. It's that well written.
And one of the most beloved characters on the show, the one and only Jack Pearson, played by Milo Ventimiglia.
To think that in hours, people have only known Jack for 18 hours, that's the more mind-blowing part to me.
And just in case you haven't binged season 1 yet, beware, spoiler alerts ahead.
Jack is gonna die soon.
But don't worry, Milo fans.
Jack's death is only one part of his book. I And I would tell people, focus on the man's life, not on the man's death.
I didn't know what I wanted to be until the day that I met you.
Another Pearson going through changes this season, Kevin, a.k.a. Justin Hartley.
You'll see different sides of people. You know, Kevin's this really affable, friendly guy he's got, you know, insecurity issues. We all do, but he's got massive insecurity issues, I think, and a little bit of narcissism mixed in there as well. And maybe we'll explore where that came from, and maybe it's not always so pretty.
And as for the pressure of a successful season 2,
I don't feel any pressure at all, but I bet you the writers do. And I bet you the network does. No, but look, man, I got the best job in the world. They write these great jokes for me. They write this great dialogue for me. All I have to do is take my mark, make sure I'm lit, and just sort of say the line.
You can catch all the trials and tribulations of the Pearson family on This Is Us, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m.
Like $10. Sometimes you're lucky, I hit $20.
About $7.
How much money do you usually collect a day? Like $40. $40?
Cash rules everything around me.
Locals cashing in on handout help. To total up the take-home, I'm punching in as a panhandler to compare the cash I collect to California's minimum wage. The transformation from news anchor to handout hopeful. I'm going for broke.
We're gonna look for some old vintage clothing. These jeans, probably too nice. These, a little bit better. This pair, perfect. Got my clothes. Next stop, makeup.
Oh, make me over. For a weathered and worn look, I'm made over by Rawani from EI School of Professional Makeup.
Today, I am aging Glenn to make him look like a panhandler. I'm also adding facial hair as well as sunburn to give him more of a weathered look.
Ready to go make some money.
My first day on the streets.
Can you help? Got any spare change, sir? Nothing. It's not going well.
The 101 in Hollywood. Even at rush hour, it's no easy street until finally begging for a buck pays off.
Any spare change, sir? Bless you. Excuse me. I'm actually Glenn Walker from KTLA. I'm doing an undercover investigation. I was posing as somebody in hard times. I mean, you pulled over and you gave me $1.
Yeah.
What compelled you to do that?
Just trying to be nice, I guess. Just good karma.
All in all, my hour on the exit ramp earned me $2 in change, nowhere near minimum wage. So to be money smart, I think I'll keep my 9 to 5.
Dear teachers and students, I'm sad for your loss.
I know it was very scary for all of you, and I wish all these school children would stop.
I'm so sorry that you had to experience this horrifying event.
Students should not be afraid to go to school. The school is their home.
No one should ever have to experience what you went through. Truly, this country cares more about their guns than the people they're hurting, but our generation has the power to change that.
I hope this never happens anywhere again.
I hope you have good memories with your friends. I also hope that there are no more shootings anywhere.
If I saw a person with a gun, I would be so scared.
I believe these shootings are opening up our country's eyes and saying, hey, this is a real problem happening and we need to change this fast. I send my thoughts and prayers. Sincerely, Faith Jones.
The dog days of summer may be long gone, but this winter brings arguably the biggest event Minnesota has ever seen, and among the first faces many Super Bowl fans will see might just be those with fur.
So, February, we're all gearing up for that in Minnesota. So, Super Bowl, lots going on here. We're expecting at least 100,000 people over a couple days.
Jenna Webster, the executive director of the Airport Foundation MSP, hopes to have tourist tails wagging when they land.
People are going to walk through the airport, they're going to see a golden retriever or a Great Dane laying on the floor, and they're going to go, wow, and they're going to cuddle up with them, and they're going to really experience that Minnesota is a warm place. They're going to remember it. They're going to say, we do things that are a little bit out of the box here.
The pack of pups.
Her name is Sugar.
Sugar. Hi, Sugar.
This is Remy. She's a 10-year-old female golden doodle.
Bring their canine charisma to the concourses and are offering a helping paw to all passengers.
We want them to feel comfortable. We want them to pet her or hug her, whatever they like, because a lot of people are missing the dogs.
High five.
Bailey just turned 8. She's an English golden doodle. Well, whenever we're walking down the concourses, you always get a smile. Children run up to her, hug her. Elderly, they say, can we sit with her for a while?
This is Tolstoy.
Yeah. How long has Tolstoy been a part of the Animal Ambassadors program?
Almost 2 years. Oh, there's a husky at the airport. You know you're in Minnesota.
Studies have shown that petting a dog or cat can lower blood pressure and reduce stress. Plus, these four-legged friends provide a break from the hustle and bustle of travel.
This has been beyond our wildest expectations. We knew that bringing a dog into the airport might get some attention, but we didn't expect to, on average, have about 20,000 people a month laying on the floor with the dogs.
The Animal Ambassador program has been active for about 2 years now, but more of man's best friends will hit the floors of MSP for the February festivities, so don't be afraid to give the hounds a hello.
He'll be here. He's a northern breed. It's Bold North.
Hi, my name is Sharon Dobie. I've been homeless for 5 years.
I'm Luis, and I was homeless for 7 years.
They are tough words to tell.
I'm Diane. I was homeless for a year.
Brave men and women speaking the truth.
My name is Ken, and I was homeless for 42 years.
Their face is different, their stories similar.
I've seen a lot of life that I never thought I would see. I've been in a lot of places I never thought I'd be.
54-year-old Ken says his downward spiral began with alcohol, sending him to the streets for 14 years.
I've been to Skid Row. I was in a cardboard condominium. If you know what that is, that's a box. It's a cardboard box, sleeping outside the Midnight Mission downtown.
But on this day, it was different.
Perfect. Keep smiling. Smile. Perfect.
In a photo shoot designed to see the homeless through a different lens.
These are beautiful, dignified, radiant people. And they just need somebody to take a minute to see them that way.
We caught up with Trevor Nielsen as he volunteered his time and guidance.
These are people that are used to being looked down upon. They're used to being sort of ignored. If you take the time to hear those stories, you'll realize that these are people that had things happen that could happen to any of us.
The photo philanthropist wants to put the homeless in focus, hoping to turn a negative into a picture of positivity.
That's great. So this is like the concept that we're doing?
Yeah.
We're trying to get a range of emotion.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Smiles all day long. We've been at this for 10 hours today. People have been smiling the whole time. And if that's all that happened, then I'd be a happy guy.
All of these men and women are now getting help at Step Up on Second, a nonprofit that provides housing, mental health support, and counseling for the homeless.
Initially, it's learning about cooking, shopping, budgeting, cleaning, all those things that you and I take for granted that when you've been living on the street, you don't have to worry about.
The photos are just a small pixel in a project that Nielsen says is still evolving.
If I can help my friends, help others see this community a little bit differently, see these people as people, I guess I'm optimistic that they'll feel like something needs to be done.